unmitigated gall.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my god, the poor guy.
So this is a poem I wrote for a reading called Two Idiots Peddling Poetry at the Ugly Mug.
Hey.
Here's the title. When I finally feature at Two Idiots Peddling Poetry at the Ugly Mug, you'll all be sorry. Especially those who can't make it that night. Converted who can't stand to hear even one more time all these guys are gushing by, oh my god, I was there that day. Audience members and all who talk about how much the night shifters, summer sessioners, sorry that's my wedding day-ers, missed out on repeat, rinse and reblog, like, share, and subscribe because the turntables have turned broken records until you can't help but hate your friends because they just won't shut the fuck up about my feature. So by extension, you'll have to hate me too because I'll be on stage dual wheels slinging superlative soliloquies while whomever's in charge of booking the features will be kicking themselves in the face. In the face! Hold on. I got mixed up there. For not having asked me to perform sooner. Must have been packed in camelback, trail mix, sunblock. Must have hiked up quite the altitude in this mountain trail to overlook me. But actually, you know what? No, that's too good for them. I'm going to move to Antarctica and not tell anyone. So one day, 10 years from now, Ben or Steve will email me with, hey, want to feature at the Ugly Mug? And I'll be like, sorry, I can't. I live in Antarctica now. I'm just too busy these days doing Antarctica stuff. Like bobsledding with penguins and enjoying a snow cone whenever I feel like it. Or getting eaten by a leopard seal. But it was nice of you to ask. I appreciate your consideration, but it looks like you missed your opportunity to have me feature at your reading as I am currently simply much too busy being in Antarctica. Maybe you should move to Antarctica. One of these Wednesday nights, there'll be a packed house and someone will say, hey, let's get everybody here who's ever featured at the Ugly Mug together in a single picture, and you'll be the only one who has to worm your way out from the middle of the crowd. In fact, you should probably sit in the darkest corner every night just in case while all your friends who haven't been going to the Ugly Mug as long as you have get their photo snapped without you. Maybe then you'll realize you mistook being surrounded by talent with possessing any of your own. I must not be very good. When people cheer as I walk onto the stage, when they laugh at my lines, when they tell me thanks for sharing, my ego probably inflates their regard 900% past what they're actually expressing. What other reason could there be? I thought you featured there already? Is your writing that generic, your performance that forgettable? Do you now see that you've been wasting everyone else's time each time you sign up to perform at the Ugly Mug? Everyone who ever paid me a compliment must have been lying through their teeth. Must tell each other, hey, stop laughing at Marc's poems. He keeps trying to be funny because he thinks he's funny because you keep giving him pity laughs. Stop telling him he's any good. He needs to know. He can't go his whole life killing the quality of our open mic night experiences while believing he's more than he actually is. You know, Ben and Steve call themselves idiots, but at least they've never made the mistake of featuring you. They're smarter than they give themselves credit for. You're not a poet they can laugh straight to the bank with. You're not too big to fail. You're too fail to big. It doesn't even make any sense. Then neither does our economy, and neither do your expectations, your butthurt entitlement that any open mic would ever want to feature you. But what about the bladder? The bladder of that girl who'd been waiting in line for the restroom but let the person behind her go ahead when I got called to the mic. And she held her pee until I finished my piece because she wanted to be there for every single syllable, because my poetry meant something to her. Something she didn't want to miss out on, even if no one else gave a damn either way. People lie with their tongues all the time, but a bladder is a different organ altogether. What do you have to say about that, me? But that's just it, isn't it? You're not me. I'm me. And maybe I'm not good enough to feature at the Ugly Mug yet, but I'll keep trying to improve. And one day, they'll ask me. And it's okay if Alyssa Matuchniak features there twice before I get featured for the first time. All that means is that she's twice as good a poet as I. And I can accept the mathematics of this. There's no subtraction to my own growth. I can forgive her for how unreachable her magnitude of talent is in relation to my mere mortal self. So I ain't even mad that Alyssa Matuchniak has the audacity, the impertinence, the nerve, even though Alyssa Matuchniak has the gall. Wait, I got mixed up. Stanza, right, Alyssa Matuchniak is imperfectly speaking at least twice as good at poetry as I am, and it's all good because one day I'll have a creator page on tvtropes.org. One day I'll enter a slam poetry competition and take second place to Ed Mabry. One day, you like that, right? One day they'll make me the poet L'Oreal because I'm worth it. Because I'll be worth it. Because I will become worth it. Who the insecure one is. Also you who's egotistical, who's spiteful, who's petty, who's megalomaniacal. Also you, the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Because when I finally feature at the definitive Soapbox at Fox Coffee House. finally feature at 2 Idiots Peddling Poetry at the Ugly Mug, you'll all be sorry.